Fans on their feet, a full house on hand for one of the biggest games this arena has seen in some time, with the bigger matchups typically held downtown at the KFC Yum Center. Louisville goes to Chloe Chicoine early on, and it's a block for Hannah Sherman that gets the fans something to cheer about.
Brilliant play. She goes cross court twice, changes up her approach there a little bit, and takes a shot down the line for the kill. Schilling serves for SMU. Blackshear the look for Louisville, and here's Chicoine. Took a lot off that one. Chicoine, the Purdue transfer. Malaya Jones for SMU. She's the other high-profile scorer for this team. Especially after you've scored on your last two. Louisville by one as we get to the late stages of this opening set. Peyton Peterson. And now Rogers. So it's the Mustangs with the advantage. Here's Cressy again, and it's a block for SMU. But you cannot leave Cressy, so it leaves them a little bit late to close to Chicoine, and she drills the kill. First kill tonight for Chicoine, a player who's had 10 or more kills in 4 straight matches coming into this one. And there's Kennedy Rogers again. SMU brings around Newsom in front, pulls Cabello in, and she's extremely late to close on Rogers. There's Jordan Schilling, the senior from California, transfer from High Point, back to serve. Another difficult pass, but Blackshear with that long arm on the left side, able to finish that one off. And that one very close. It goes long on the call. And good look there. Well, you and I contradicted each other. Yeah, we contradicted. I think it's hard from this angle because you're behind the line. Oof, that ball's in. But you almost need it almost straight on the line. And Wilburn gets the second set underway for SMU. Here's Sherman right out of the gate. They go to her immediately, and Hannah Sherman takes care of that one. So credit to our director there, Jay Johnson. Here's Livings. Now Blackshear. And an acrobatic play there in the air from Newsom. Just get a hand to that one. Blackshear off the high hands of Livings. Also, Louisville really needs her serve from the end line. She is such a great server and puts a lot of pressure on teams. So having her hit for the rest of the match is going to be really important. Jones. Malaya Jones. You don't have to do anything different, right? You don't want your team to feel like they have to do something monstrous or just superhuman to have to change that. The box score on this one, living up to the billing, living up to the hype. The big players are performing for each team, including Kara Cressy for Louisville. Maybe Anyanwu overruns the set just a little bit, and Cressy just great vision to grab that ball at the tape. Nearly another block for Louisville, but SMU able to scramble it back. Look at Chicoine crashing into the scorer's table. And it's Cabello in the end. What a point for Louisville. He definitely learned that he has a gritty team that he's working with, so grit all the way right there. Chicoine slamming into our table. A block! And an SMU without Jaden Livings is a very different outfit than they are when she is on the floor. Still, there's talent out there like Rogers, who's been active tonight. Molly Wilson with a couple of touches for Louisville. And then Carlson scores the setter once again for SMU. That would even the match at a set apiece between number 8 SMU and number 4 Louisville. Rogers. Chicoine first to react. Blackshear is denied, but it goes out of play. But I think there are some spots where SMU can build on to try to overcome the little bit, not a little bit, but the speed bump that they're faced with. And on cue, there is Jones to score the opening point of the third set. It's a 6-0 Louisville run. They trail it by 2.
Jones back in. And Louisville equal to it. Newsom with power from the middle.
You know, it's kind of 50-50 if the setter is going to help on that block or not. And even if they do, what height are you going to get on the block? You have Sherman coming over to close the block, flying out of nowhere. And Chacoin with as high as she jumps. Just a lot of action. Thank goodness that was just a collision.
And that one's in on the overpass from Rogers to tie it at 23.
And as the block is moving out like that to the antenna, if you can catch the hands just right, their body is going to take the ball with them out of bounds.
Chacoin. Where do the Mustangs turn to Rogers again? Blackshear for Louisville. Chacoin. That's in.
Speaking of rising, right? I mean, that's a kill that you need right there from such a big swing and such a critical moment for a big swing and an execution, most importantly.
24 all. Here's Jones. Cabello behind it. Strand sets to Blackshear. And a block for Sherman. Chacoin takes aim. Blocked again to end the third set. Well, you've got it aplenty tonight in Louisville, Kentucky. Number 4 Louisville. 2-1, the advantage over shorthanded 8th-ranked SMU. And they've got a date with Notre Dame on Sunday that may be without Jaden Livings. We saw her on crutches a moment ago. And to start the 4th set, Louisville goes to Hannah Sherman in the middle.
In serve receive in that first ball, I really like that. We haven't seen that yet. And trying to feed Cressy quick in transition in that 3 zone, I like it.
Blackshear, a block for SMU. Player that scored over 600 points last year at Colorado State. Started her career at USC back in 2020. A lot of collegiate experience for her. And it's showing tonight, though she can't get to that one. The changeup from Peyton Peterson scores for the Cardinals. Onwu there to score for Louisville, but Rogers. Louisville nearly with a block. We'll get to Rogers in a moment. Peterson out of the back row with some firepower out of the back row.
Yeah, the first time we've seen that all night, and you can see that it caught SMU a little bit off guard. I love.
Another joust that goes the Mustangs' way. Wilburn gets the credit.
We're getting into that point of the timing part of the match. Now you're late in this set. Minimizing errors is really critical.
Freshman Blackshear has been very effective when called upon tonight, as has been the case for a while now for her. A block for the Cardinals, denying Kennedy Rogers, the freshman. Both leading scorers for SMU out of the match right now. Blackshear. It'll come to Peterson. Blackshear again, and a block for Anyanwu.
And these 5-setters are tough. You almost cut the set in half. You know, you think of like 5 mini games to 5. Well, now you're only 3 mini games to 5. It's over quick.
Peyton Peterson out of the gate in the 5th set.
Different look instead of being head on with Jones. And she takes advantage of it for sure.
Peterson again. A block. Newsom denied by Cressy.
Yeah, and I like that Cressy made the
review. Player contacted the antenna, which is a net ball, point Louisville. Louisville retains the time.
So now Louisville 6 points away, and that one kills the momentum that SMU was attempting to build. They go to the freshman here offensively, and she atones for that call. They've not lost here for a very long time. 2 losses since 2020 in what is their true home. SMU stays alive. Jones tooling the block.
So keeping it simple, but trying to create some disruption and get someone a one-on-one.
Cabello to Blackshear. Schran gets to it. Jones nails it to the back line.
Beautiful ball control, that volley.
Kenny serves. Jones off the hands of the Cardinals to keep SMU alive. Match point as Peterson serves. Onyanwu off the Louisville block. And SMU will not quit. They've gotten all that they paid for tonight. And then some. Onyanwu again tooling the block to keep SMU going.
She kept all the attackers in front, so the block was able to shift over and 2 blockers in front of Chloe's face.
Chicoine, was it touched? It wasn't! And SMU wins. But wait, Dan Meske surely will challenge. Looking for a finger to bend backward, and again, it's a matter of evidence. Just difficult to see. It's the hands of Newsom.
After review, there was no block touch. SMU point.
SMU point, and an SMU victory in a top 10 showdown. Sam Erger and her Mustangs with guts and guile on the road.